Students, so in this experiment we are going to study about the process which proves that, or the experiment which proves that DNA replication is semi-conservative. Maselson and Stahl were the scientists who proved this thing. Okay, now you all know what do you mean by DNA replication which is semi-conservative. Semi-conservative means when DNA actually will replicate, that means it will produce two daughter strands. For example, it will just grow apart like this, two strands. Okay, so both these strands will act as a template strand. Template strand means, you all know, template strand means parental strands. Okay, and one daughter strand will be like this, and another daughter strand will be prepared like this. Okay, then they both will intertwine with each other, so that means from one DNA two strands will be formed. Now why it is called as semi conservative? Semi means half, students. That means half is the one is the parental strand in the daughter strand. Okay, and one is the new one. Okay, so this is how the semi conservative mode of replication takes place. But how they proved that DNA replicates semi conservatively? So they worked on which bacteria? Normally E. coli bacteria. Now they grow bacteria on ammonium chloride medium. Okay, so they took the ammonium chloride medium and they grow bacteria on it. Now this was not a normal ammonium chloride medium, students. This was the medium in which the nitrogen, the N, okay, the nitrogen atom was actually not the normal atom. Heavy isotope of nitrogen was used. Okay, that means there are two isotopes of nitrogen, 15N and 14N. So here in this medium, first step, they grew bacteria on ammonium chloride medium in which they use actually heavy isotope of nitrogen. Okay, so what was the result? This heavy isotope of nitrogen was incorporated. That means it goes into the DNA strands of the bacteria, and this is a heavy isotope of nitrogen. That means the DNA also become heavy. Heavy means when the DNA is actually its density is measured by one technique which is called as the cesium chloride centrifugation. What do you mean by cesium chloride density centrifugation? It is a method for separating the DNA based on their density. Okay, so when the centrifugation was done, or when the DNA was actually worked out, what we see in the test tube, the DNA will be settled at the bottom. That means because of the heaviness, it will be settled at the bottom. Because of the density, heavy density, it will be settled at the bottom. And so this was the result of the test tube where the DNA, the heavy DNA, settled at the bottom. And this I have showed about the two DNA strands which contains the heavy density nitrogen. Okay, heavy density nitrogen. Then what they did, they transferred same bacteria on another ammonium chloride medium. Okay, now they took out that same bacteria from the test tube and they grow on the ammonium chloride medium in which nitrogen atom was used, light isotope. Okay, previously it was heavy, now it was light. And after one generation, because actually E. coli bacteria, they will reproduce very fast, so after one generation, that is about 20 minutes, DNA was isolated. Okay, and centrifuged using the cesium density gradient method. What was that? It is a method for separating DNA based on the density. Since it was a light isotope, student, so what happened? What happened? What were the results? That an intermediate and intermediate DNA was actually produced like this. So if it is a test tube, student, so in the middle of that, one DNA band was actually used, and that DNA band actually contain what? For example, it contain like this, 14N and 15N. I will just show you the video, not video, sorry, picture, that you will be more clarified. Like this, students. So they, after 20 minutes, what they actually see, there was there was DNA which was of intermediate density, nor heavy nor light. Okay, so some band was formed at the middle of it. That means DNA was actually formed, DNA settled at the middle of the test tube. And here I have actually shown you a different color. Okay, so black corresponds to 15N DNA and red corresponds to what? 14N DNA. So intermediate DNA was actually formed. Now after 40 minutes, because they actually performed this experiment up to 80 minutes, but in your syllabus it was up to 40 minutes only. So after 40 minutes, what they observed, that there was actually two bands that was formed. One band was actually intermediate density, 15 and 14N, and one was very light density, that means 14 and 14N. Okay, so one was intermediate and one was very light. So this I have shown like this. Red corresponds to the 49, that is the light density DNA, and one was the intermediate density DNA. So by this process, both of this, by this process they produce the DNA actually replicates semi-conservative. Semi means half was parental means 49 was there already, and half was new strands also. Okay, intermediate means new strands, neither of the parental nor of the new generation. It contains both 15 and 49. Whereas here in this particular step, they also they behaved like they contain the 14 and 14 DNA. Okay, so this proves that DNA replicates semi-conservatively. So I will just go for the results. First result was of the intermediate density 15 and 14 DNA, and after 14 minutes again DNA was isolated and centrifuged using the cesium chloride centrifugation. So what was the final result? Half of the DNA was intermediate, that is the new, and half was light, that is the old parental. Okay, 59 was not there, 49 was there. This proves that replication is semi-conservative. Semi-conservative means half. Parental strand was also observed, and the intermediate new strands was also observed. Okay, so this proves that DNA replicates semi-conservatively. Thank you, students.